My stepmother and stepsister kicked me out of the house, so to get revenge, here's what I did. At just 12 years old, Sophia Hayes learned that not all families were built on love. After her mother passed away, her father, Daniel Hayes, 42, remarried Victoria, 38, a woman who brought along her own daughter, Isabella, 14. From the moment Victoria and Isabella stepped into their home, everything changed. Sophia became invisible, a mere shadow in the house she once called her own. Victoria saw her as a burden, while Isabella treated her like competition. They made sure she always had the worst of everything: small meals, worn-out clothes, and endless chores. Her father saw it all but never spoke. His silence was a painful confirmation that she was on her own. By the time she turned 16, things took a cruel turn. One evening, Victoria and Isabella decided they no longer wanted her around. They threw her belongings onto the street and locked the doors behind. But the most painful part: Daniel stood there and let it happen. Sophia had nowhere to go except to her grandparents, Eleanor, 66, and William, 68. Unlike her father, they welcomed her with open arms. They reminded her of something she had almost forgotten: her worth. That night, as she lay in bed, she made a silent promise: she would never depend on anyone again. Determined to rise above the pain, Sophia focused on her passion: art and fashion design. She spent hours sketching, sewing, and turning every bit of emotion into creativity. She started sharing her designs online, at first unnoticed, but she kept going. By 18, she earned a scholarship to a prestigious design school. While others partied, she worked. She learned everything about the industry, from designing to marketing. Instead of waiting for opportunities, she created them. At 22, she launched her own online boutique with just a small savings and endless ambition. Her unique, handcrafted designs caught the attention of influencers and celebrities. Orders started flooding in. Her brand exploded. By 25, she was no longer the girl who had been thrown away. She was Sophia Hayes, a globally recognized fashion designer, with stores in multiple countries, and her work featured on runways. Then, just as she had expected, they came back. Victoria and Isabella, once drowning in luxury, had lost everything. Daniel's business had failed, and they were desperate. The same people who had once discarded her were now at her doorstep, pretending they had always loved and supported her. They spoke of family, of forgiveness. Isabella, once her worst tormentor, begged for a job. But Sophia felt nothing. Her revenge wasn't through cruelty, through success. She had built herself from nothing, and she didn't need them anymore. As they left, realizing she would never let them back in, Sophia smiled. The best revenge wasn't payback, it was proving she never needed them to win.